Hey traders, Mike Sir here. Welcome to my weekly trader psychology video series where I help you with the mental side of trading. So I want to first of all wish you guys a happy new year. It's been a really volatile 2022 with so many negative events going on in the world, and especially for some of you who have been trading essentially starting in 2020, you probably face a different reality in terms of the markets and a lot of the situation in terms of what's happening at the beginning of 2022. Extremely too much optimism. Things weren't as easy as you think. Starting from 2022 straight up, we had a lot of volatility. But for traders who love volatility, it was an incredible year. So what I want to do in today's live stream is to help you achieve your 2023 trading goals. And I'm not sure if some of you have written down your trading goals for this year. What I hope to do in terms of this live stream is to help you, um, set some realistic trading goals that you will be able to look back at the end of 2023 and say, hey, what I wrote down in terms of my trading goals in 2023, I have been able to achieve them at the end of 2023. So why don't we get started? All right. Again, just a normal disclaimer. Anything that I say in terms of this live stream, please consult your financial advisor before making any financial decisions. All right. So what I want to do is help you look at, how, let's just say you haven't written down your trading goals for 2023. How do you first start off? Okay. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to define what your financial goal is. And what I mean by that is, well, how much money do you want to make by the end of 2023? I'm sure. And some of you may say, well, I just want to make as much money as possible. I want to make infinite. Well, how do you plan for something, in terms of making infinite? So you have to have a specific financial goal. Well, what is it? Is it, first of all, is it just mainly consistent income that you want to generate through trading? Is it you want to hit it big? Do you want to slowly grow your capital? What type of style? Then once you've defined your style, what is the financial goal, right? Is it an extra few $100s per month? Is it a few thousand? Is it to hit $1 million or over more than that? Is it to steadily grow your portfolio, 10%, 20%, 30%, whatever? What is that financial goal? And then you basically look back, like you basically go backwards and say, okay, well, if I'm looking to, let's just say, for example, make $120,000 by the end of this year, you divide that by 12, so you need to make $10,000 per month. Well, if you need to make $10,000 per month, you need to essentially target $2,500 per week. And then if you go back, divide by 5, you need to make $500 per day, right? So for example, like that. So that's one of the things that you need to kind of think about, right? Spend some time, really think about what is it that you want to achieve. And, one of the rules in terms of setting financial goals is it has to be realistic, right? So, you let's just say you have, and again, trading, I do want to say trading gives you unlimited earning potential, but let's be realistic first. So because one of the things that, and I'll talk about this, is if you don't set realistic goals, then and then you don't get close to those goals, or you're not progressing towards those goals, then you give up, right? So set some realistic, very, very achievable goals, and then you feel, oh wow, I achieved this financial goal already, so now I want to make bigger goals, right? So step by step, that's the thing that has been very, very important. So set some realistic financial goals, determine and be specific about those goals, what those financial goals are, and then you work backwards, right? So then you can kind of figure out, okay, well, what's it that I need to target on a weekly basis or a monthly basis to be able to achieve those goals? And then you can, let's just say your first month you achieve that weekly goal, or your first month you achieve that monthly goal, and then you feel great about yourself, right? So that's and then your next month you say, okay, I want to be a little bit more aggressive. So my weekly goal for next week or next month is a little bit more aggressive. So therefore, so that will help you get you closer to your goals. Okay, so now that you have a financial goal that you're looking to make on a weekly or monthly basis, and obviously on a yearly basis, is you need to have a plan. So it's great. Okay, you say, okay, I've determined I want to make, let's just say, $10,000 per month. Okay, now need to go backwards and say, okay, well, how can I put myself in a situation where it's achievable, right, in terms of trading results or trading profits? So then you need to look at, okay, well, what is it that you're trading? Are you trading something that has the volatility or has the performance wise be able to get you closer to your goals? So, for example, let's just say that you are looking to achieve, $1 million, for example, or sorry, I'll just go backwards, $10,000 per month, but you're trading an asset that doesn't really move much. And let's just say your capital is, for example, $1,000, for example. So for you to turn 1,000 to $10,000 per month, you need to essentially 1,000% per month. But you're only trading an instrument that gives you, moves only 10%, within a week or within a month, that type of thing. And it's not leveraged, right? So you need to kind of look back over what is the type of asset that will help me get me closer to those goals, right? So that would be realistic. Um, and also, let's just say you don't have that much capital, but you want to make big amounts of money. That's fine, right? So I've talked about in my videos, you can trade derivative types of instruments that give you that leverage, whether it's futures, options, forex, crypto, all those type of things, or even trading with a margin account on your stock trading account. You need to make sure that you're trading an asset that has the buying power to be able to get you closer to your goal. So that's why make sure, look at what type of asset that you're trading that will help you get you closer. The other thing, obviously, is the strategy. So again, if you're looking to kind of hit the home runs, in terms of in trading, you need to look for a strategy that perhaps is allows for much greater profits, or the target prices that you're looking for are much greater. So, for example, if you are um, looking at trading in a kind of a sideways market, and you're not going to be able to get that bigger returns versus if you identify something that's trending up in one direction or trending down in one direction. That way, if you combine that with whatever instrument that you're trading and with leverage, it can get you that big returns, right? So something to think about. And again, if you're thinking about what strategy, I mean, I've had tons of strategies on my channel, so you can watch all those videos. So strategy is not the issue. It's more of making sure that you have a plan that is realistic in a set in and a plan, right? In terms of what is it that you're trading, what is it the strategy, how are you deploying your capital, what type of trade opportunities are you looking for, what type of setups. That way you are able to think that, hey, this is a realistic plan, that if I do follow this plan, it will actually get me close to my goal. Mind you, I'm not saying that, okay, well, if you follow this plan, it will definitely reach your goal, but it just will make sure that the things that you're doing on a weekly basis or daily basis or monthly basis will get you closer to your goal. Versus a scenario where you're just dreaming, oh, I'm gonna make $1 million in 2023, but I don't know what I need to do towards that. I'm just going to wing it on every trade. That type of scenario. That's just being unrealistic, or that's just being naive because you think that, oh, just because you have the mindset, I want to do all this and I'm going to achieve all this, rah, 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 but you just don't have a plan for that. So I just kind of trying to make you think back to a scenario where you think everything through, it's well thought out, and therefore, it's realistic. And that's why you stick to your plan, or that's why you are excited about that plan, or that's why you think that creating this trading plan will actually help you get you closer to your goals. Okay, so now that you kind of have a plan, okay, now you know what you're going to do. Now you know what your goals are. I've seen so many instances, and again, been working with my students for 16, 17 years now. I've seen so many students, get so excited, right? Especially this new year, excited about trading, excited about, trading, excited about, achieving all your goals, all that. And then suddenly the following months, they die off, right? Or they lose that enthusiasm, or they give up on trading because it's just too hard, or they're not achieving their goals, or they're losing money, whatever example, um, is you need to have a burning desire to succeed. You need to have a passion for trading. And that's why whenever I take on any students, I always ask them, well, what was it that you got into trading? Well, it's to make money. Sure. Okay, that's great. But what is the underlying reason? Let's just say you have the ability to make money in any type of profession. Why do you choose trading? Well, I have a genuine interest in learning how to trade. I have, I really want to understand how the markets work. Something that I really enjoy, stuff like that. That tells me that you have the ability to continue on. And I'll share a very, very quick story. And I talked about this before. Is there was a time period early in my trading career for 3 years. Okay, for 3 years I was not profitable. In fact, I was losing money. So people thought I was crazy. People thought I was um, illogical, or a gambler, whatever, right? It's just that burning desire to keep improving, because even though you're doing something every day or every month or every week, you're not making money, or progressing. How do you stay in it, right? So it has to be you have a incredible desire to succeed, incredible passion towards trading, and that will help you get to that. And more importantly, it'll help you achieve your 2023 goals. Because let's just say you start off, you put all together a plan and it doesn't work and you're losing money, and then you just give up, right? And then therefore your 2023 goals are out the window, right? So that's very, very important. You need to have this burning desire to keep improving on a day-to-day basis. And it's not based on your results. It's really based on, are you continually learning? Are you continually improving? It may not result in your P&L on your trading account, right? You may not see that progression, but as long as you keep learning and not make those same mistakes, at some point, it will work out and you will achieve your goals. All right. The second thing I want to talk about, and it's the same thing, as I said, in terms of burning desire and continuing, is consistency. Okay. It's not about, okay, well, I'm just going to put an effort for this month and then suddenly slack off the next month, or you don't, or you don't wake up early in the morning to trade, or you're not consistently looking at the charts, on a day-to-day or week-to-week basis. Consistency is very, very important. Just not in terms of obviously your profits, especially in the beginning, could be volatile, right? You could make money up one day, lose money the next day, up one day, right? So that's not what I'm talking about. Consistency is committing to trading. It's consistently every day looking at the charts, analyzing the markets, doing your research, putting in the effort to continue to learn. Consistency could be, again, continuing to improve your trading skills and continue to see where is it that you can improve in your trading. And a side point to that is the focus, right? Is I understand that on a daily basis or weekly basis, you have obligations, you have commitments, you have other things that take away from your time. But especially if you want to be successful as a trader, or you want to succeed and achieve your 2023 goals, you have to be very focused. You have to be, as I said, burning desire is where, when I first started, or actually not when I first started, but the first few years, when I was just starting my trading career, is, I would spend Friday nights, Saturday nights, my friends were out, I was like, in my 20s at that time, at home, right? Improving my trading, looking at the charts, looking at what happened from Monday to Friday, reviewing my trades. It's just a commitment to trading, commitment to your craft, to improving your craft. That will help you set yourself up for success, right? Versus you just half-assing it, or having a lack of focus. So that's why I mean that if you want to achieve something, and you have that burning desire, you will do whatever it takes to help you achieve that. So that's kind of where I feel some people lack it, mainly because it could be just trading is just a vehicle for them to make money. It's not really something that they want to improve on. And therefore, if you don't really commit and focus, how can you achieve, right? Like, it's just a dream, right? To be able to have success in trading. So that's something that I talk about very importantly. Okay, third thing, it's all, in terms of the burning desire and positive attitude, obviously. So what I mean by positive attitude is, no matter if you are losing or making money or have a profit, you still want to maintain a positive attitude, right? Obviously, when you're making money, you have a great positive attitude, but when you're losing, or when there is some type of a setback, or you're not getting closer to your goals, you feel, negative, you feel down, you feel that you're never ever going to achieve your 2023 goals, or be successful. And that's where, certain um, confusion, or certain thoughts, certain question marks, start lining your head of, can I really succeed? Do you think I will be able to achieve? Like, lots of doubt starts hindering in your mind, and therefore you start questioning yourself. You start thinking, okay, you know what? Those goals that I set, they're not realistic, or those goals that I set for myself at the beginning of this year, I'm not going to achieve. So therefore, if I'm not going to achieve it, why put in the effort, right? So it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. So maintain that positive attitude. Obviously, again, it's very easy to say, but don't let yourself, your emotional, what I say, emotional capital, be up and down, right? Based on your profit and loss. Maintain a steadiness, right? Whenever you win, don't get too excited. Whenever you lose, don't get too down. It's maintaining that consistency that will help you achieve your goals in 2023. And the next thing, obviously, is, as you are looking at your performance, is to track, right? See what your progress is. Look at it on a daily basis or weekly basis, or review your trades at the beginning, or at the end of each month, or end of each week. See how you're progressing. If you are not getting closer to, let's just say, your monthly goals, or weekly goals, find out why. Maybe you are profitable, but maybe you need to size up on certain positions. Maybe you start to look back and say, okay, well, these are the type of trades I'm making money. These are the type of trades I'm losing money. Well, what I should do is make less of the trades that I'm losing money, and make more, increase the size of the trades that I am making money. So then that way, when you're tracking your result, you're seeing, well, what's working, what you just need to do more of the things that are making money, and do less of the things that are causing you to lose money. It's very simple, but yet we sometimes are lazy, or we don't track our results. So that's what you should do, is see how your performance is and adjust accordingly. And that if you are not following your progress well, or it's not getting you closer to your goals, then you need to adjust something. Okay. And last thing I said is, it's and obviously I'm biased here, is to have a coach or have someone to support you, someone to hold you accountable to your goals. Like let's just say you say to a close friend of yours or family member, or let's just say if you decide to work with me and say, I want to achieve these type of goals, hold me accountable, right? What do I need to do to achieve these or get me closer to these goals on a weekly basis or a monthly basis? When I start feeling down, tell me, go back and tell me, well, okay, these are the goals that you set, right? And hold me accountable, right, to those goals and keep me on track, right? So that's why, um, people who, for example, who want to lose weight, sure, determination would definitely help, like to lose weight or to exercise or to eat healthy. But we are human, right? We have weaknesses. We see some fast food, or we see some sugary desserts. We crave that, and we let ourselves go. And sometimes having a support network or having a coach ensures that you don't veer off the path, right? So that's also, and then that's why I meant by having a consistency, having a routine, having a scenario where you are very, very focused on your objectives. Well, first of all, you know what you want to achieve, right? You know the plan, you have a determination, you have a focus, you have a plan, right, together to help you get there. And that's all you need to do, right? You don't need to think. I mean, obviously, get rid of all your negative thoughts, all that stuff while you're all on the journey. But really, in terms of achieving your goals, it's not that hard. Okay, it's that's why I'm very passionate about trading psychology and psychology in general, just because we're humans. We have so many flaws in ourselves. We know that we should do this, but we don't do it. So that's why here, right, is to have a very clear mind and having a clear objective here, clear goals, and having a plan towards achieving that is so important. And I want all you guys to be able to achieve your goals by the end of 2023, and hopefully some of the things that I talked about today will get you closer to those goals. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to answer any questions that you guys have for me in the question box. And yeah, I mean, let me know what are some of the challenges that you're facing, in terms of achieving your goals, and I'll be able to answer them. All right, so let me look through some things here. Rain says, I can't wait to hear about the recession. Um, Not really kind of the area to talk about, but yeah, we are in a recession, but it doesn't feel like a recession versus the recession that I felt during the financial crisis in 2008, starting 2000, late 2007, 2008. It's a little bit of a recession. It's not very, very prominent compared to the '08, where tons of people were losing their jobs and a lot of people were unemployed. All right, Dennis. Hi, Dennis. Hi, Mohan. Sorry if I didn't pronounce your name correctly. Hi, Brian. All right. Jesse says, how can I start a fund now raise to use for my trades in my hedge fund? How do you start a fund and raise capital? Again, it's performance, right? If you show that you're making money, people will invest. Dennis says, my goal is felt marker inside my work locker at 2% per day. Is 2% daily profit achievable on WTI crude oil now? I wish I got on at March 2019 at $6. 2% profit target per day. I mean, if you were just looking at in terms of volatility, in terms of movements, 2% definitely is achievable. It's just more of what size you're playing and how safe you can be, because oil is incredibly volatile. So That's something you definitely need to be aware of. Even if you're looking for small percentage movements or small movements in oil, as long as the size that you're playing, because you're trading with futures, as long as you do that, it will probably be feasible. Matthew says, is it possible to become a profitable trader without having a mentor? And is it possible within 6 months? Well, anything is possible, right? I mean, you essentially serve as your mentor, right? If you have follow what, I talked a little bit about and be able to focus on that. I mean, when I first started, I didn't have a mentors, so it takes it. I think in anything, you don't necessarily need someone to help you, but if you lack the discipline, if you lack the focus, and many things, definitely a mentor or coach will help you. And I will always say is that, I mean, again, I'm very biased here, but it helps you get there much quicker without the challenges that you face, right, on a daily basis, right? So those are the things that will definitely impact you. All right. Hang on a second. Let me see. Let's plug it in. Okay. Next thing is Elias. Becoming a better trader is a lot easier if you see an interest in the market. Yeah, of course. Yeah. It's just like I always say is that, and you probably heard, do what you love to do, right? It doesn't become work. Like, quite frankly, when I do these live streams, when I create so many videos for you guys, I don't think it's work at all. Like, I have a genuine interest in terms of, when I analyze, like, let's just say, for example, when I do my videos analyzing these top traders, I want to see how did they make the money, right? And then I want to, and that's kind of the reason why I started those video series, is I want to generally see how traders made their millions or billions, and then wanted to share that with you guys. Same thing here. I have a really interest in terms of trading psychology. Share a lot of the experiences I've been through, ups and downs. Share that experience with you guys, and that's what I enjoy. In terms of trading, is I always kind of want to challenge myself. Like, trading is a career that's not stable, right? It has ups and downs, but then over time you start to understand what is it that's working for you, and you just keep doing it. And it fascinates me because there's unpredictability in the markets every single day. So it's like a challenge for me, and I never get bored. So that's why having a genuine interest definitely helps. All right, Lee Ken. Hey, Mike. Does Hong Kong have any offline course teach people trade start from zero to a hero? I don't. I lived in Hong Kong for a while. I don't know of any offline courses that I can recommend there. Elias says, "Can you teach us some easy tricks on option trading?" All right. So you've probably seen. I've done a few videos on options trading, but it's not really something that I trade that often. I may do some more options videos in the future, but I'm really a price action type of trader, meaning that I don't look at options in terms of speculation on the upside or downside or even hedging. So I may look into that in the future. All right, Richard says, is there any good trade copier you would like to recommend? No. Most importantly, I always say you can definitely copy other traders, and again, I'll talk about this near the end here, in terms of being able to trade with me. The best thing is, quite frankly, is to develop your own style and develop your own type of things that you look for. The reason why I say that is, let's just say, for example, you copy a trader, okay, very successful trader, let's just say, for example, and you get all these returns, right? But then there'll be time periods where the trader is not doing that well, and you don't understand why. So you're reliant on your financial on someone else. Now, it's not saying that, maybe not saying that you're lazy. It's not saying that you don't have the abilities. It's just more of you're putting. It's just like, for example, if you don't want to trade, that's fine, right? You just copy someone else, right? But if you have a genuine interest in terms of on your path towards becoming a successful trader, why would you want to copy someone else? So that's where I would say that, and this is where you may have heard me many times, is my philosophy is everybody has their own trading style. Everybody has their ability to have a strength in certain areas and a weakness in certain areas. If you can channel that strength towards trading, then you'll develop a certain niche area that you excel in, and that's how you become successful. It's not being, oh, I want to. I'm a expert in every area. I want to learn everything areas. No, it's where you become an expert in a certain area, certain strategy that you keep doing over and over, and that's really how you can succeed. All right. Elias says, how many languages do you speak? Okay, I didn't know this personal. I speak two languages. My background is I'm Chinese, so I do speak Cantonese. My parents are actually from Hong Kong. Um, all right. Richard says, I want to use the trade copy for my multiple accounts. Yeah, yeah. So again, sorry, I don't have any recommendations for you, Richard, but you can definitely search around. All right, last thing I want to mention to you guys. So every Monday, I'm going to be hosting, I guess not a new series, but I want to host this weekly type of live stream series where you can trade with me, right? So kind of renamed this Trade with Mike, where you'll be able to look at what are some of the things that I am trading and what I hope to do in terms of this series, and depending on the level of interest and popularity, is I want to be able to not just you follow what I'm looking for in terms of the opportunities in the markets or certain setups, is to be able to incorporate all those top traders, all those students that have had success, and incorporate some of the things that they're looking for in the markets, and potentially maybe teach you those strategies. And we'll have forums where certain strategies are looking for certain type of opportunities, that you'll be able to access those type of opportunities based on the strategies from all these top traders, and essentially kind of create this community. So depending on your level of interest, like I wanted to kind of just start off this and be able to share with you, and perhaps maybe you bring your ideas to these weekly sessions, and I'll be able to kind of give you my take on those ideas. So it's going to be an area. It's going to be fun type of sessions where very collaborative. We're here to try to master the markets, right, and try to find those great opportunities that will be able to profit from the market. So it's starting this coming Monday. Okay, every Monday, 10 a.m. PST. It's going to be recorded, so for those who can't attend those sessions, you'll be able to check them on my YouTube channel. All right, guys, thank you all for joining me on this lovely Sunday, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you guys next week with another trading psychology topic that you guys hopefully will be able to benefit from. All right, guys, take care, everyone, and see you guys next week.